Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for the opportunity that has given to me. I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Shafira Ananda Putramai. My student number is F111222023 from group number 2. So today, guys, I'm gonna present a discussion about materials. So without further ado, let's check this video.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start this video, guys. So first, when we're gonna talk about metals, you're gonna ask me, or the first question is, what is the metal, right? So guys, a metal is the material that is typically hard, opaque, shine, and has a good electrical and thermal conductivity. Okay, so next, properties of metal. So FYI, there is three types of properties of metal. First is mechanical, and you can see this. Second is physical, and third is chemical. Classification of metal. So FYI again, there is two types of metal. First is ferrous metal, and second is non-ferrous metal. The metals in which iron in the principal element is known as ferrous metal. These are directly attracted by magnets, for example, like cast iron, work iron, steel, and etc. The metals with does not contains iron is called non-ferrous metals. For example, like copper, like aluminum, like tin, and yeah. Both ferrous and non-ferrous metals are divided into the pure metals and alloys. A pure metal is an element like iron, like gold, and each other. An alloy is mixture of two or more elements to make another metal with particular properties. Okay, so you can see this. There is a ferrous metal, and non-ferrous metal. So if you see this, there is a steel, mild steel, stainless steel, cast iron, and worked iron. Okay, and non-ferrous metal has aluminum, copper, brass, lead, zinc, tin, and titanium. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you first about ferrous metal. Okay, steel. Now, if you see this, there is a steel, right? So we're gonna talk about that. Okay, steel. Okay, definition of steel. Steel is the mixture of several metals, but most of it is iron. Steel is harder and stronger than iron, like example like carbon, like sulfur. Okay, next is properties of steel. First is high melting point, high thermal expansion, high density metal, heavy weight, rock surface area, and yeah, others. And then the last is use of steel. So you ask me, where? I don't see steel. Where I gonna see steel? Like in where? Okay, so you can see steel in tools, in machines, in motors, or in engines, in wires, in foundation of construction, and filling, and yeah, others. Okay, so this is a example of steel. Yeah, you can see this. Okay, so not all steel has the same ratio of carbon to iron. However, some steel has a high ratio of carbon to iron than others. Specifically, there are three types of steel, including low carbon, medium carbon, and high carbon steel. And high carbon steel. So what is the difference between these types? Okay, so we're gonna talk about low carbon steel first. Okay, so we're gonna talk about low carbon steels. So what is the low carbon steels? The low carbon steel is characterized by the low ratio of carbon to iron. By definition, low carbon consists of less than 0.13% of carbon, also known as mild steel. It costs less to produce the both medium carbon and high carbon steel. In addition to it is low cost, low carbon steel is more playable, which may improve its effectiveness for certain application while lowering its effectiveness for other applications. Medium carbon steel. So medium carbon steel has a high ratio of carbon to iron than low carbon steel, but still less than that of high carbon steel. While low carbon steel consists of less than 0.13% carbon, medium carbon steel consists anywhere from 0.13% to 0.16% carbon. Many Many automotive parts are made of medium carbon steel. It's stronger and more durably than low carbon steel, but still offer at least some eco-friendly. And third is high carbon steels. Of course, high carbon steels has highest ratio of carbon to iron. It consists of more than 0.16% carbon. There will be changing in physical properties, also known as carbon to steel. It is around 0.61% to 1.5% carbon. With such a high carbon content, high carbon steel is stronger and harder but less ductile than low carbon and medium carbon steel. Cast iron. So, definition of cast iron. Cast iron is a class of iron carbon alloys with a carbon content more than 2% in usefulness derived from its relatively low melting temperature. Use of cast iron. So, I'm gonna see someone use cast iron. Okay, so cast iron is splitters. Splits are so use of cast iron. Okay, so I'm gonna see cast iron user. Okay, so cast iron skills are probably the most popular form of this cookware. But cast iron is also used to make pots, grills, cake pans, pizza sheets, and more. Can be used for cooking and shelving. Many people find cast iron cookware aesthetically pleasing, and it can make a nice addition to any table. Okay, so work iron. So what is the definition of work iron? Work iron is an iron alloy with a very low carbon content, less than 0.05%. It contrasts to that of cast iron like 2.1% to 4%. It is a semi-fused mass of iron with fibrous-like inclusion up to 2% by weight, which gives it the wood-like grain that is visible when it is etched, root, and bent. So, okay, so work iron is soft, ductile, magnetic, strong, and elasticity and tensely straight and malleable. Use of work iron. Okay, so French gate and railings. You can see the face gates and railings, balconies, brushes and windows, roof casing, lamps, and shutters. Okay, so talk about non-ferrous metals. Okay, we have three examples for these non-ferrous metals. First is aluminium, second is zinc, and third is copper. So what is the definition of aluminium? Aluminium is the North American English. Is a chemical element with a symbol A AN, and atomic number is 13. Aluminum has a density lower than those of other common metals, about one-third that of steel. Zinc. So what is the zinc? Zinc is the chemical element with the symbol Z, Zn, and atomic number 30. Zinc is a 30. Zinc is the thickly, brittle metal and room temperature and has a shiny, greasy appearance when oxidized in brief moving. And the copper is a metallic chemical element that is easily formed into sheet and wires, and is one of the best known conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, properties. So aluminum properties is corrosion resistant, electrical and thermal conductivity, reflectivity, ductility, soft, fireproof, and others. So properties of zinc. Zinc is lustrous metal, conductor of electric, high melting points, lovely thermal conductivity. And the last is copper. Copper is good electrical conductor, a good thermal conductor, corrosion resistant, easy joint, ductile, torque, and non-mechanic, and other. Use of aluminum. You can see aluminum uses in packaging of cans, oil, ram, or Italian, or each other. Food and beverage contains, and the last in a constructions of windows, doors, light, building, wire, roofing, and each other. Zinc. Zinc is used to laminate or other metals, such as iron, to prevent rusting. Zinc oxide is widely used in the manufacture of very many products, plastics, inks, soaps, batteries, and others. Copper, wire, and copper. We can see the copper in wire and copper, electronic motor, architecture, and manual. So that is my presentation. If you have a question, for example, like this, you can write with comment. Okay, so thank you very much for hearing my video, because my English is not good enough, but I try my best. So thank you so much, and see you next video. Bye.